Hello everyone and welcome back to my 164th Custom Farm Toy Series, and today we're going to talk about my small display. I started out with a pre-made Scenorama sheet of turf, and I just glued it down to some thin insulation board because I wasn't planning on adding any ruts or doing any hills or anything like that, so I didn't need a whole lot. But this is what it looked like when I started. The next thing I did was took the turf off where I wanted the road and the field to be. I originally had planned on doing the whole thing as a field, but I decided to add some pasture in as well. Those are matchsticks that I used as fence posts that I thought turned out pretty good. They're scaled out to about 4 feet out of the ground. And to take that turf off, what you have to do is you just put some water on it and then you can scrape it off with a putty knife. At first I was throwing the stuff that I scraped off away, but then I decided to keep it for bushes. Here you can see where I started laying some gravel down and just kind of what it would look like with a tractor. I had to sift the gravel out using a kitchen strainer, and then this is about what I came up with for the gravel. So it's a little bit more coarse than I would have liked, but that's about as fine as I could get it. And from a distance, you can't really tell. My fencing is made out of window screen, and you can also see here I've got some dirt on the field. And then the tree is a woodland scenic tree that my little brother had left over from his railroad days, and so I decided to throw that on there too, just to add a little bit more depth. And of course, because I live on a sheep farm, I decided to put some sheep in the pasture. So that's what will be in there. Here you can see with a lot more detail added. I've got some grass added to the field approach. The fence is done, and I used just a single strand of window screen as the barbed wire strand. And I don't know if you can quite see it in the video here, but I painted little red dots on it for the red brand wire. I still have a lot to do as far as detailing out the grass, and I want to do some clumps of like static grass in the pasture for sure to make it look like it's a little bit more of a prairie sort of feel to it. I also need to touch up my field in a few places. You can kind of see there where I didn't get the dirt covered very well. And then I'm thinking about going out and getting some corn leaves and shredding those up around harvest here, and kind of making it look like the field has just been harvested. I've also thought about adding a driveway to the close side of the display there, just a little place where I can put a mailbox and add a little bit more detail to it, but I haven't decided yet if I'm going to go through with that. So I decided I was going to try and make some of my own grass, and I went digging for paintbrushes, and I actually found one that had green paint on it. So I figured I'd try and just pull some bristles out and put some super glue on it, and then cut it off and see if I could make that into a little bunch of grass. And here you can see I added some clumps of grass here and there as well as some bushes. And in the far corner there I took some pink rocks out of what I sifted for the gravel, because a lot of places in my area have pipestone that sticks up out of the ground. So this is what I've come up with for now. I'm going to keep working on it in the next couple days here when I have time, but make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and check back for more. Thanks.